You like being taller than me, and I like it too. I don't know how I ever would have reached anything without William and Jonathan right now. Okay, I had them moving furniture yesterday, just like good old times, right? Okay, we had to go out with a bang. All right, now I'm going to talk about Jonathan. Jonathan played league basketball for several years. He is a member of the youth groups at Calvary Fellowship Church and Florence First Assembly. He has volunteered on the swim team. Okay, well, I told you I'd make a mistake. There it is. He has volunteered on the serve team, right, at Florence First and plays guitar for their youth worship band. Jonathan participated in the Presidential Physical Fitness Program for a number of years. He was a member of the Central High School cross-country team for 2 years, achieving the fastest 5K in 2019. Jonathan has placed in several races, his favorite being the 5K Java Jingle. I love that name. I don't know what it means, but I think I like it. And the other is the Run to the Cross. Jonathan has begun a knife sharpening business on the side. Trust me, they are deadly knives.
Yeah.
He was opening water cases for me yesterday, and we found out how sharp his knives really are. So anyway, that may turn a little money for you there. Yeah. Jonathan was awarded a Vanguard Scholarship and a Tennessee Valley Scholarship, and plans to attend UNA in the fall to major in business or economics. So I give you Jonathan Perry.
Well, I guess no one had 2020 vision this year. I don't think that anyone could have predicted that this year would turn out like this. Just like any high school senior would, I had a lot of plans for how this year would turn out. This graduation isn't at all how I had imagined. In my mind, this place was going to be packed out from wall to wall. While that would be amazing, I love the fact that I get to celebrate with about 50 of the closest people to me. It was really hard deciding who I could and couldn't invite. But I hope that you know if you're here, you mean a lot to me. Over the past 12 years, this school has provided me with memories that I will cherish forever. While we only met as a school until my sophomore year of high school, I still made enough memories here for a lifetime. Every school year, Friday was the day I looked forward to more than any day of the week. Friday meant that school didn't start till 9. Fridays meant I could see my friends. Fridays meant getting to hear Miss Carol share Bible stories with the group. Fridays also meant I didn't have to do any literature homework. Fridays meant the school week was almost over and I could finally sleep in. Just kidding. I got up at 4 every morning and ran 15 miles. It was a sad day when I realized I wouldn't be able to finish out high school with Friday school every week, but I still have plenty of remarkable memories that I will cherish forever. My favorite memories are having PE class with Miss Barb. That class was much more to me than a PE class. For a while, it was the only time of the week that I ever interacted with my friends outside of church. It helped me develop socially, and Miss Barb never failed to teach us life lessons through what seemed like only a game. Miss Barb, I am at a loss for words for what you've meant to me growing up. Your kind and gentle spirit have always been a pleasure to be around. Your passion for God is inspiring. It is almost impossible to be sad around you. You are a very encouraging person, and I'm confident your influence has helped me become the person I am today. As well as provide me with good memories, this PE class has led me to my greatest passion, that being running. In the 7th grade, I participated in the Presidential Fitness Challenge. It consisted of various physical tests of ability, and mile run was my favorite. I didn't do very well on it, but I enjoyed it. The mile run was the first mile I'd ever run on the journey of thousands of miles. I improved slowly but surely. Every day, every month, every year, I got a little faster. My sophomore and senior year, I ran cross country for Central thanks to the work of Tim Tebow. I was running well, but never once was I considered college running material. But that didn't stop me from pursuing my dream of becoming a college athlete. At the Athens Bible Invitational of my senior year of cross country, I ran into the coach at UNA. And he told me that if I was able to complete a 2-mile within the time of 10:50, that I could walk on to the team and compete with them. From that point on, I was consumed with that goal. I trained my heart out for the next 9 months, and a little over a month ago, I was able to complete a 2-mile in the time of 10 minutes and 44 seconds. That one 10:44 2-mile run made every single 4 a.m. morning, every 17-mile run, and every single sacrifice that I had ever made worth it. I've always looked up to the UNA runners as a kid, and after much hard work, I can now call myself one. I'm very proud to say that this fall I will be competing there with a plan to major in economics. Absolutely none of this would have been possible without my faith in God. God has brought me through many rough seasons, through the hills and through the valley. When times have been hard, He brought me through. When times were good, I never lost sight of Him. God has blessed me tremendously within the past several months, so much, and I am eternally grateful for all that He has done. Every time that I worried my best would be insufficient, He made up the difference. I worried about whether or not I would run the time necessary to compete with UNA. I ended up running the required time 2 months early. I worried about my test scores and the ACT. I ended up with an academic scholarship. If I can say one thing about God, is that He has never failed me. In Matthew 6:33, it says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you." That verse has held very true in my life. I've kept my eyes on Him, and everything I needed, He provided. Never early and never late. There are many people that have had a strong influence in a positive way in my life, that it is hard to give everyone the credit they are due in a 5-minute speech. I could spend 10 minutes talking about nearly everyone in this building, but just so we can get to the food sooner, I'll spare y'all. I would like to thank Calvary Church for providing me an environment in which I could grow and mature and become the man of God I dream of being. I would like to thank Matthew and Annabeth Rose for being such amazing youth leaders. You two have always been there for me through some of the hardest times of my life and never failed to uplift me with wise, godly counsel. I love both of you very much. Just a second. I would like to thank Gary and Tommy for everything they have done for this church. It hasn't been easy, but I believe that their efforts will be rewarded. You two have always been people that I look up to. Y'all mean the world to me, and I love y'all. I would like to thank Florence First Assembly for all the amazing memories and experiences they have given me over the past 4 years. Whether it was church camp or youth convention, it was always a blast. I will look back fondly on those memories as I now transition into becoming an adult, even though I'm always going to be about 12 years at heart. Matthew and Heather, you two mean so much to me. You both have had a significant influence in my life in the past couple of years. You flipped the youth group at Florence First Assembly around and turned it into something special. I love both of you very much. Last but not least, I would like to thank my parents. You two have made me into the man I am today. I could spend hours talking about everything y'all have done for me. Y'all have been patient with me through everything I've ever gone through, especially when I was not worthy of patience. I've definitely tested that as far as it can be tested. You two are truly the best parents I could ever ask for. You have crafted me into an arrow, and I'm ready to be fired into the world. You two are truly the best parents I could ever ask for. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you all for coming.